YouTubers. So it is a day that I am not feeling 100%. I have a little bit of like, I feel like it's a head cold. It's kind of behind my ears and in my throat. So I thought I would sit down and do my video that I've been talking about for frequently asked questions, or things, just basically chit chat, what you guys want to know, things like that. I've got my little drink back here. If you've never tried this, even if you're not sick, if you love hot tea, the Starbucks medicine ball, which is like the citrus mint peach tea something, I don't know, it is so good. It's like got hot steamed lemonade and water and 2 different types of tea bags and honey, and you can get it with peppermint, but I don't. So yummy, but it's perfect for today. So I thought I would just sit down and kind of chat with you guys about the questions that you guys asked me on both my Instagram photos and on the YouTube video that I did. So let's see here. What did you do before you were a stay-at-home mom? Lots and lots and lots of different things. Most recently, I was a realtor. Before that, I worked for different marketing companies, advertising companies. I worked for the different liquor distributors with the state. That was probably the most recent before real estate, was doing liquor promotions, running liquor promotions for the state. So I hired the people you saw that go into bars and restaurants and give out free samples, shots, tchotchkes, all that kind of stuff. Do you have any advice for a first-time home buyer from your days as a realtor? Make sure you know what you want. What are your non-negotiables? What are your negotiables? Your price point. Always, even before you talk to a realtor, go talk to a mortgage broker. Find out exactly what you can afford. Location, guys. Location is key, because you always want to think about if you have to resell that house. I always look at it, even if you think you're going to be there for the rest of your life, I always look at it and go, 5 years. If I had to sell this house in 5 years, where would I be? That's the easiest way to do it. So keep that in mind anytime you're looking at a house. Like things like that you might love, make sure they're things, ask your realtor, make sure they're things that will help you in the future get your money back. I swear you're getting younger and younger in every video. Give us your secret. You are so sweet. Skincare update is basically what that will be. I have to do a whole video about my skincare update. It's really not tremendously different from what my previous like Obagi ones are. I've tweaked it just a little bit here and there. I think what the secret, quote unquote, is that honestly, the older I get, the more I get to know myself, and I get to know what works for me, whether it be makeup or clothes or whatever have you. And I find that when you know what works for you, you're more comfortable, you're more confident, and it looks better on you because you know it works with your body, your skin, your skin coloring, whatever it is. I know anymore not to try and do crazy colored eyeshadows or to do crazy dark smoky eyeliner. Like those do not work for my eyes. They just make my eyes look red. They make me look older. They show my fine lines more because it sinks in. I just have learned what legitimately works for me, and I think that just shows through, and kind of, because trust me, if you go back, I've looked at it, guys. If you look at a couple of like my first couple years of videos, oh my goodness, like I needed help. Like, why did anyone watch that? It was just bad. It literally was like bad colors of eyeshadows, way too much self-tanner. We all know that. That was a bad bout of that, huh? That was horrible. I was orange. That being said, it's that same thing. It's just learning what works on us. It's so funny. How old are you, and what would you consider to be the most important anti-aging products? Products you wish you started as a teen, and products now. I am 43. I will be 44 in a couple months. And I'm proud of that. I have no problem. I know people are like, oh gosh, I'm 44. I have no problem with that. Like, that works for me. I don't know. What do I consider to be the most important anti-aging products? Retinols, hyaluronic acids, glycolics, salicylics, like all those type of things. I'm going to do a full skincare video, as I just mentioned. I need to write that down when I'm done here, so I don't forget to do that soon. But I think it is just using really good, not, when I say good skincare, I don't necessarily mean expensive skincare. I just mean from a young age, taking care of your skin. Wash your face every night and every morning. Trust me, if that was one thing I started when I was a teenager, I think would have been the key thing over anything else, is wash your face. Such a key thing. Oh, my phone locked, sorry. That is such a big thing, like such a major thing. Products you wish you started as a teen, that would be it. Washing my face. Anything, like Cetaphil, use Cetaphil. It is a great cleanser. It is at the drugstore. It is at the grocery store. It is inexpensive. Love it. Sorry if this is personal, Lisa, but you mentioned in one of your previous videos that you were divorced at a young age. As someone who has recently become divorced, I would love to hear your advice you have for us who are divorced, specifically on how you stayed optimistic. I'm worried I'll never find anyone again, and how you got over your divorce. I'd really love if you could give me some advice. Okay, so I got divorced. I was 27 or 28. I got married in 99, guys. Let's think about that for a second. I was talking to my friend the other day, and she was like, yeah, she was like, I remember that song when I was in 7th grade. And I was like, 7th grade? I was like, I think I was already married and divorced at that point. I'll be honest with you, it's get to know yourself, like get comfortable with yourself. I have always been somebody who has been comfortable living on my own, doing things on my own. Like, I'll go to a restaurant by myself. I'll go to a movie by myself. I will, like, I have no problem. Like, if I'm meeting up with somebody, I'm not like, oh, let's meet outside and then go in. I'll meet you inside. I'll walk in somewhere by myself. Like, again, but that's from working in the liquor industry and in bars for so long that I just am completely comfortable with that. I don't know. I think every person it really is different with. I am just somebody who I move on very easily. Once I make a decision, I'm very decisive. Once that decision is made, whatever it is I decide on, I stick with it and I go from there. Don't look back. There's nothing you can do to change it now. Just move forward. And trust me, at some point in your life, you will look back and go, there is a reason that happened. And trust me, that happened because I knew myself better after I was done that. I was comfortable who I was. I knew myself. I knew what I, was looking for. And I mean, it was years later. I met Marty when I was, how old was I? I don't even remember. I was in my 30s because he was in his 20s. And when I met him, I mean, it took us 6 years to get married because I was just like, I don't need to. But then we decided that we wanted to have a little one, and so we decided to get married. But just be comfortable, learn to be comfortable with yourself and who you are and being by yourself. Like, whether it's reading a book, watching a movie, going out, like, start little. Like, get used to just, like, sitting in a room by yourself and reading or watching a movie or watching YouTube or whatever you want to do. And then start going places on your own, whether it's going to a store on your own and kind of going from there. Every person is different to what they're comfortable with. But just stay strong. You'll get through it. What is your favorite date to have with your husband? Quite honestly, our favorite date is some sort of we're foodies. We love going out and having good food. It's just going out and getting a bite to eat. Like, good food, like picking a good restaurant, trying a new restaurant, trying a new food, like going out. And I'm an early to bed type of person. Like, I'm not a go out, like get dinner and then go to a bar afterwards. Like when we first met maybe, but not now. And I feel like it's just, we like to go out, go somewhere, sit, have a really nice dinner together, hang out, talk, catch up, whatever. And then just come home and relax together. That's just our favorite date. How do you stay organized and keep your home organized with family, Monate, Stella and Dot, workouts, etc.? What times do you, well, let's start with that. How do I stay organized? I am OCD. I'm crazy OCD. If you knew me in person, it would probably drive you insane. I can tell you where everything is in my house. I can, like, it's just silly little things. I am just so crazy organized. I can't help it. Like, it's just second nature to me. It's just how my brain works. That's the only way I can explain it. keeping my home organized, I think that's a daily thing. I just continually put things away where they belong. I never like just leave stuff sitting out. Like I can't, my brain cannot go to bed unless everything is where it needs to be, which it would be so annoying for some people. It's just how my brain is. Like the dishes have to be in the dishwasher. Like everything has to be cleaned up. Like, I mean, every once in a while some stuff's out, but like for the most part, everything has a place, and I can't like settle my brain until everything is away. So I do keep things organized as they go. I clean my house. I used to have a cleaning lady. I now, since MJ's in school, I have more time to clean my house. I do laundry on a certain day of the week, every week. I go through and clean and vacuum on a certain day, every day of the week. I do groceries on a certain day, every day of the week. Like that's just kind of how I do it. And if something's going on that day, I kind of adjust the week. Monat, Stella, and Dot workouts. Workouts right now are kind of when I'm learning to figure out how to work those in with my new schedule with MJ in school. It used to be got up, got ready, went to the gym because he was in daycare at the gym and there were classes. And now I'm kind of like, I want to get up, I want to get some work stuff done. After he gets on the bus, get that work stuff done. Then I want to go to the gym later on before he's off of school. Monat and Stella and Dot. I tend to just follow up with those on my phone a lot. I tend to watch the reports like once a week. Again, I have a calendar. I use an Erin Condren planner. I think I even have a video about like how I organize like for my YouTube videos and things like that. And then I just have a day a week that I go through and kind of check up on all my reports on Monat. I check up on my reports on Stella and Dot and things like that. It kind of changes. What times do you typically get up in the morning and go to bed at night? Okay, I get up pretty much at 7 o'clock every morning, and I go to bed pretty much around 10 o'clock every night. And I am very, very lucky that I'm one of those people, the second I lay down, I'm out cold, dead asleep. I tend to wake up, I wake up at 7 o'clock, MJ usually gets up at 7:30. I get up, I get breakfast together, I get things organized, I get his school stuff together, I get the dogs out and fed and all of that, and then he usually wakes up and he does his own, you know, brush his teeth, get dressed, all that. He comes down, has breakfast, and when he's eating breakfast, I go up and get showered. It's just kind of like a schedule we have that, again, my OCD brain just automatically did, but it wasn't something that I set out to do. It just kind of happened that way. Now that MJ is in school full-time, will you continue with your realtor career? I don't think so. Here's why. Part of me wants to, part of me doesn't want to. For the realtor fees you pay, you need to be fairly active, and I just don't know with everything I'm doing with YouTube, Monat, and Stella and Dot if I have the time to dedicate to it now. That being said, the other side of that is probably within a year we will be moving, somewhere within the next year, hopefully before the next school year starts is my thought process. But if that happens, I would have to then go through the courses in that state, so on and so forth. Whereas the YouTube, Monat, and Stella and Dot, I can do no matter where I am. So that's kind of why I love all of those. I love the ability to work doing these things virtually. I can do them by the phone. I can do them through talking to people. I can do them any way I wish, and no matter where I live. It doesn't matter what state I'm in. Sorry, I keep drinking this. It's so good. It sounds like your view on finance is very similar to mine, not carrying balances, etc. Do you budget for clothing and beauty purchases? Yes and no. I buy myself everything that you guys see in videos. I mean, every once in a while, if we're out, Marty will be like, oh, I've got this. But I buy all of it. So with that being said, if I haven't made enough money through YouTube, Monat, or Stella and Dot, I'm not buying it. Is it a budget? No. But is it a budget? Yes. Because I'm not going to spend more than what I'm making, but I'm not like, ooh, this month I only have this amount to spend. It's just kind of like, if it's something of interest, I get it, and I just make sure I can pay for it. Like, do you allocate funds to certain sales you know happen every year? I do not. Again, same type of theory. I do have a Nordstrom credit card. It is the only credit card I have, meaning that's mine, my own. We have family ones and things like that, but my own credit card that's like only me. I mean, Marty uses it sometimes too because it's Nordstrom, but meaning that is the only card I carry so that I can get the Nordstrom anniversary sale early access. And I put that on there, but again, I put it on there knowing that I'm gonna pay it right off because I don't want to carry much on it. Do you ever have the urge to purge all of your makeup and just start over? I mean, purge all of it? No. Purge a good amount of it? Yes. I did that in this year, I would say. I went through and really cleaned house a lot this year. I go through those urges. I totally feel you. Like, I don't ever want to get rid of all of it because there are things that I absolutely love in there. But I definitely I'm learning, again, as I'm getting older and realizing what works and doesn't work for me, I have learned to just let go of the things that I don't grab, I don't use, and I know are not going to look good on me. What does your family think of your YouTube career? I think at the beginning, most of them didn't know. Now, a lot of them watch my videos and follow the videos, and then and they talk to me about it and ask me questions and things like that. I think it's just like anybody else's job. Nobody makes a big deal out of it, and we just kind of talk about it and ask questions and like, oh, I saw this or that, but like nobody thinks much of it. Marty has never watched one video. Never once. He has no desire to. My neighbor 2 doors down, her husband was watching one, jokingly watching one, with her one night, and Marty was like, you watched one of those videos? And he's like, yeah. He's like talking about, and Marty's like, I've never seen one. Never seen one, which I knew, but he didn't know that, which was kind of funny. He just, it's not anything that he feels the need to. He knows I do it, we talk about it, but it's just not, it's just not something he wants to or needs to sit down and watch. He knows what I have, what I'm doing, and all of that, so it's kind of funny. MJ talks about it. He says he's gonna have a YouTube page when he gets older. Good Lord. He actually tapes videos on a little phone, old phone. He has like a 4 or something, like an iPhone 4, and he'll say, it's on my YouTube channel. It's really just on his phone, but it's pretty funny. Are you into designer handbags? I've noticed that you have a LV tote and a Chanel wallet on a chain. What other designer bags do you own or are on your wish list? Sorry. I do have, not a lot, but a good amount of designer handbags. I have never done, actually I'm going to be doing coming up soon, like a what's in my bag video, because I haven't done one of those in years. But I don't tend to do those videos just because of a couple things. One, I have no idea. When I say no idea, I mean no idea what any of them are called. Nothing. I can tell you, show you it and tell you who it's by, but I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the colors are. I don't know what the names are. I don't know anything. I'm just not good at that. Like, I can tell you the name of a lipstick without thinking, but speaking of which, I can't remember the name of this one, but I can't tell you what any of those are. I'm really bad with that. What is on my wish list? There is a Chloe bag. It is a medium size something, that's all I know, that I would love in the burgundy color that I've told Marty about, that I looked at when I was in Las Vegas, but I'm hoping he gets that for me for Christmas because that is the next one on my list. Let's see here. Where's the coolest place you've been, or what is my favorite vacation spot? My favorite vacation spot's Cape Cod, by far. It's totally different than anywhere I've ever been. And it's just relaxing for me because I don't have to think, what is the coolest place I've been? I don't know. That's tough. Coolest place I've been. I don't know. I might have to come back to that one. Any career tips for college students? I feel like I remember saying you did a little bit of everything. Yes. Quite honestly, get a degree and enjoy the classes. But like, my degree doesn't have anything to do with what I did pretty much once I graduated from college. However, it helped me on job interviews that I had a college degree. I think if you are not sure what to do and you have any interest in it whatsoever, a business degree is always a really good basic that can get you anywhere. I've done a little bit of everything just because I'm pretty much open to anything. I am like, my girlfriend Dina always laughs at me, because she and I are so different at first glance, but we're very similar in other ways. I am super non-judgmental. Like, do you. Like, I am all about people doing you. Like, I don't do certain things because that's just me, or I do certain things because that's just me, but I don't really care what anybody else thinks about what I do because I'm doing it for me. And I have no idea where I was going with that. I totally lost my train of thought. If it comes back to me, I'll mention it. How did you get started with YouTube, Stella.Monate? YouTube, back in the day, I've mentioned the story 100 times and I'll tell it kind of quickly, is used to be Lollipop26 and now she's like, oh gosh, what? I just went blank on what her blog is. Buy Now Blog Later, I think it is. Laura. Back in the day, there were not a whole lot of people on YouTube, and you actually commented and like felt like you were talking to that person. And so with that being said, I was watching her videos and a couple other people's, and Laura was like, you need to just do a video. And I sat down, literally my first video was like a webcam on a PC, no lighting, dark as anything, in old, in an old house we had. And not physically old. And I taped like a haul video of some stuff I got. I don't even remember what it was. It was bad. But it just kind of snowballed from there. It wasn't something a lot of people I feel like now are doing videos in order to get onto YouTube. Mine just kind of started because it was just kind of a natural progression. That's how it went. Stella.Monate. Stella. I started. A girl I know here locally had talked to me about it. I had a few pieces. It just kind of was like one of those things that I decided to give it a shot. I love Stella pieces, but I've kind of taken a step back from them. That's a whole nother story. I am still doing them and I do still love it and I still buy all the pieces, and I actually have a haul coming up with a bunch of pieces. But as far as the business side of it, I've stepped back from that a little bit. Monate was just, honestly, I was just enthralled and in love with the products. They had a special to sign up. Actually, they have one this month too. Back in December, it was literally December 31st. I remember on New Year's Eve, I was sitting at a restaurant at dinner with friends, and I saw either an email or a Facebook post about, we were waiting for our table, about a special that was going on, that when you signed up with a product pack, you got a free volume set. And at the time I was using the volume set. And signing up as a market partner, you got 30% off of all the products, and there was like no sales requirements, no anything. So I was like, why not sign up? And it was a new company, get in at the ground floor. So I was like, I signed up not thinking I would actually do it. And the company, I love the company. Like, they are having growing pains, do not get me wrong, but I love the company. And FYI right now, if you are interested, that same special, similar special, if you sign up with a product pack, you now get a glam pack free, which is the hairspray, the dry shampoo, the Rejuva beads, and the blowout cream for free for signing up. And you get 30% off all the products, and there's no sales requirements. So if you were a VIP, I say, why not? I just got into it that way. Like, and now I'm super excited that I did. Would still love to know about your dog training days and advice. I'll tell you. I have a degree in canine science. I used to train police dogs. But I can't seem to train my own dogs to save my life. I've never owned 2 dogs in my life at once, and it's debated my existence. Quite honestly, it's kind of like you're too close to a situation. I can't figure out how to stop the things that are annoying me. And quite honestly, I'm considering getting a dog trainer for them because they're driving me crazy. I don't ever want 2 dogs again. I love them both. Would not change them for the world. But 1 dog, so much easier. Let's see here. You've probably answered this before, but where and how did you and Marty meet? Did you have a wedding? Are there any photos? If you Google my name and wedding makeup, I have a whole video about my wedding makeup, and then at the end I have some photos from the wedding if you're interested. There might be some on Instagram, I'm not sure. We met, long story short, I was working doing the liquor promotions, went into a bar, that a friend of mine was working at. I went behind the bar. I was hanging out. He thought I was my friend's wife. We started talking. I left. My friend sent me a message, said, can I give him your number? I was like, he's not interested. And he said he thought you were my wife. So, who was a friend of mine as well. So anyway, that being said, we then went out that week and so on and so forth. That was the really, really quick version of that. Was there any moment when you felt burned out having to create and upload videos? Yes. And that was about 2 years ago, right before I left for the summer. And that summer I took the summer off, and that was my smartest idea ever. And I did it again this year, and I'm so glad I did. Summers are my time with my family, and I truly value them and enjoy them. And so I tend to just take the summers off. I don't think I mean, I felt burnout then. I don't feel burnout every year now, but I still feel like it's the perfect break for me. Do you have any regrets about anything? Nope. Nothing. Not one single thing. Everything I have done and everything that I have been through brought me to where I am now. That's the easy, quick answer of it, honestly. Do you have any advice for people who are just starting out on YouTube? Be yourself. Don't worry about subscribers. Don't care about subscribers. Don't care about money. Do this because you enjoy it. If you do it for any other reason, it's not going to work. Like, and I still, like, I'm not making a ton of money doing YouTube. Like, that's not where my money is, but I love doing it because I love trying things. I love helping people. I love giving people ideas. It motivates me too. Like, yes, I'm helping all of you, but it helps me too because it motivates me and it gives me the desire to try new things and things like that. Like, I branched out from, back in the day, I was doing probably more drugstore makeup to now I use higher end products, not because I don't appreciate drugstore, but just because that's how things have evolved for me and what I now enjoy and have found work better for me, to clothing now. I'm doing videos about fashion and clothes and things like that. Might not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's mine. And sometimes that pushes me out of my comfort zone, which I then find things I love even more. I'm reading a book right now, so cool, called The Curated Closet, I think it is. I originally bought it on Kindle, read it this summer at the beach, and now I'm reading it in paperback because you want to go through and note. Super, super good book to help you find your own style, FYI. Kids. Okay, I'm addressing the last 3 questions are the top asked questions. Kids. Are we going to have any more kids? Not unless it's an accident. I'm a one and done. Should have stopped with 1 dog. I'm good with stopping with 1 kid. I love that MJ goes everywhere with us. We can take him to, I talk about a lot of this stuff on my Instagram. I'll touch base on that in a minute. But, like, he goes everywhere with us. He is such a, it's kind of like the dogs. MJ is such a good kid that if I had a second one, it would be straight devil horns coming out. Like, it would be horrible. I wouldn't be able to, like, it would be just a headache. I guarantee you, it would be horrible for me. I would end up with the bad kid that doesn't listen, isn't easy to, you know, wean off of bottle feeding or potty train or any of those things. So, no. And also, I'm 44, guys. Like, my body can't take that at 44. Nope, it's already screaming at me now. I'm already in physical therapy now for things I'm hurting here, there, and another. Last thing I need to do is have another kid. So, we had said that when we got married, that we at least hoped for 1, and he's awesome, and he is perfect. So, no. I'm good. Leading into that, Marty. Everybody has questions about Marty. What does he do? Why can't he be on videos? I touched base on this before. Marty, it's hard to explain without saying a lot. He works for a large corporation that has a strict social media policy. He is not allowed to be, they just started allowing, like, maybe 5 years ago, even Facebook and things like that, Instagram, like any of those things. He has pictures of, like, the dogs and MJ, not of himself on any of these things. Even on Facebook, there's photos of him, but not many. And quite honestly, it's gotten to a point where even as they are allowing them to do more of these things, he has it ingrained in his head not to do these things. So he just doesn't. He's not on social media. He's not big into it. He doesn't follow it. It's not his thing. That's fine. Like, yin and yang, you know what I mean? Like, we balance each other out. I do a lot online on social media and all those things. He doesn't. It's how it is. It's fine. Like, it's just with his job, it's how it is. Like, it's hard to explain. He works in, without giving too much, in insurance. He is got a good position and works in insurance. I can't say a lot without giving away where he is and what he does. So just trust me, if and when he is ever able to do this or wants to do this, I will. But as of right now, it's just the way that is. That leads into vlogs. Vlogs. Boy, oh boy, who knew doing those for that period of time would lead into so many people wanting vlogs. Okay, so Marty can't really be in vlogs and doesn't want to be. MJ, I'm kind of at a stage where I don't mind him being in photos and little clips here and there on Instagram and things like that, but I don't want to continually have him in them because now he goes to school, gets on a bus, gets off a bus, like, it's just something that, it's my comfort level right now. With that being said, I mean, my typical day is I get up, I get breakfast ready, I get everybody ready, I get showered, I get dressed, I get ready, I take him to the bus stop, I do some work, I go to the gym, I come home, I get some more work done, I might clean the house, get some stuff done around the house, might run some errands, I cook dinner, and that's kind of it. Now the other side of that is people are missing the cooking portion of my vlogs. I do not cook original recipes, quote unquote, that often anymore. I do HelloFresh. I would say out of 4 weeks in a month, I do it 3. Sometimes I do it 4. Depends on the month. And it depends on Marty's travel schedule. I get a HelloFresh box delivered on Monday. It shows up. I do 3 nights a week. Typically, Marty has to be at a dinner or a travel on 2 nights of the week. So it works out perfectly. We do 3 nights a week. Every once in a while, we'll add one thing in here and there. And when I do add that one thing in here and there, I have been trying to post them on Instagram, either Insta Stories or Insta Live. So if you're interested, that is where you should be following me. The other side of that is, if you are missing my vlog videos, I have been doing Instagram Live videos where I'm getting ready, doing different things. Plus the fact, guys, vlogs. Here's the thing with vlogs, and I was talking about this on my Instagram Live the other day. If I tape for vlogs, I wouldn't be able to do Instagram stories and vice versa. But if I tape for vlogs, let's say I tape something today, you wouldn't see it until a week later. Whereas Instagram stories and Insta Lives are right then in the current when I'm doing them. You guys would be like a week behind on them. Whereas the Insta Stories and the Instagram Live, who knew? This is so awesome because what I can do is I sit down, I can actually talk to you guys while I'm doing whatever it is I'm doing and answer your questions and things like that right then when it's happening. And then I can save it to my Instagram stories that you guys that might have missed it can watch back later and still comment on. I feel as if that is so much better than vlogs. I feel like sitting down to do videos like this and like hauls and like get ready with me's and like things like that are fine being taped and then edited and then uploaded. But vlogs, I feel like nowadays, I don't even touch Snapchat anymore. Insta Stories and Instagram is where I spend most of my time now. And I feel like it is so interactive and so right now. I just feel like that is such a better method of doing it. I think that the vlogs were great when I did them. But now with all these options, I feel as if the right now and in the moment is so much better. Because a lot of times with vlogs too, I would tape them, put them up, and then you guys would ask a question. I didn't even remember what it was I was doing or what I was wearing or something like that. I just think that the Insta Stories and Instagram Live is by far a better way to go about it. And that's just my opinion on how I'm going to do things for right now. That might change at some point down the road. As far as the cooking videos, do you guys want to see HelloFresh videos? Because that is 90% of what I'm doing. Because when Marty is away, I'm usually making a salad or something quick and easy for just me and MJ. So I'm not like cooking. Whereas when I am doing the HelloFresh, I'm cooking for all of us. I don't know. Tell me if you guys would rather see that. If you want to see a video about HelloFresh, or if you want to see those incorporated into my Instagram Lives as well, I could do that. Or my Insta Stories, I could totally do that. So definitely lots of information here, lots of good questions. Thank you so much for everyone that asked questions. I hope I answered everything that you guys had. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope I don't have to split this into 2 parts. We will see once I get into editing. On another note, guys, just want to let you know I am doing a meetup in Houston with, there are 7 other YouTubers, but we are doing a meetup while we are getting together in Houston, Texas. There are 8 of us staying in a house together and hanging out for a long weekend, but we are doing a get together at Abientot, I can't ever say that correctly, in Houston, 2501 River Oaks Bld. They are hosting the evening for us, so it is a nice little boutique, a cute little boutique in Houston. If you are in that area or the surrounding areas, please come out and visit with us. I will also have a photo on my Instagram feed, if you go into my feed and find the photo of a bunch of us pictured there, of all the other YouTubers that'll be there along with me. So if you're in the area, I'd love for you to come out and meet me and say hi and hang out for a little bit, just a couple hours. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Oh, what else I'm wearing? On my face today, Shiseido Sun Protection Foundation, Glow Minerals Under Eye Concealer, Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim to Set, Chanel Bronze Universal, and then Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, NARS Orgasm Blush with Laura Mercier Baked Matte Radiant Highlight 01. On my eyes is Burberry Almond. My brows are Maybelline Define and Fill in Auburn. I've gone on some strip lashes because if you haven't followed that on my Instagram stories, I'm trying to let my extensions grow out. On my lips is a Kat Von D lipstick color. I forget the name of it. I'll have to look and put it here somewhere. With Buxom Amber over it. This sweater, I don't remember where it's from. It was from that Shein, I think, or one of those type of companies, maybe Bromley. Last year, Free People Bralette. And my medicine ball. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know if you have any questions on anything I was talking about. And don't forget to go follow me on Instagram, guys. That is where you will get your vlog fix. Trust me, it is worth it. You will enjoy it. So let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.